Like, the pick makes sense, because obviously Brewmaster's good against CK in a 1-to-1. But, yeah, it's completely different to what we've seen so far this tournament.
I don't know if you guys get this feeling when I get to listen to how excited Mo gets about the draft, but let me tell you, it gets me excited. It's amazing. So, feel the draft like Mo does.
And again, like, I don't think this is a massively one-sided draft. I'd probably rather play NiP's lineup slightly. But who knows what this Brewmaster mid's gonna do? Like, this could go anywhere.
Go to level 25, pick up a Divine Rager.
I would say this Shadow Demon has to die in fights, though. If you're 5 men. If the Shadow Demon survives the fights, he has to save for the Chrono. Like, the Purge is going to be really good against decrypt targets as well. But they have ways of getting on top of him with, like, the Void, with the Earth Spirit. Obviously, Pugna has a lot of raw magic damage as well, so I can't wait to see how this position 5 Pugna does as well. Look, where's this come from? What's happening?
5 branches, 4 tangos. The ultimate build. So how do you see this game? Like, who's going early? Who's gaining advantage in the early game? Who's getting mid? Where's the advantages coming from?
I think if this Brewmaster doesn't use his first couple of ults really well, then I think the Brewmaster has to make the right rotations, basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Because I think the Radiant side have to be playing from ahead. Because this Bloodseeker, like, Brewmaster, they want to be, like, making, like, early rotations around the map with their ults.
The battle begins.
Oh, Charlie. And obviously, we should say these teams know each other really well. Like, they do have that, like, banter with each other and a laugh, which is always nice to see. All these players have been around.
It always feels like Bloodseeker gets 6 and destroys around the map. Is this a game we're going to see that again?
Potentially, yeah. I'm also just looking at the comments in chat and seeing the hero suggestions. It's so funny because absolutely nobody is going to guess what's coming, and I love it.
Unless they could see the draft, which I know that's cheating. Possible, yeah. So here's the build. CK, first item Ags, and then makes illusions of illusions.
I don't know if you saw this combo top, by the way, earlier with the Blood White into the Boulder Smash.
Yeah, I saw that.
And these two reminded me of the Blood White into Avalanche, right? Which we saw earlier.
And that's what I was talking about. The Blood Right into the Boulder Smash, the Blood Right into the Rolling Boulder, having that combination, having Misery move around the map. Like, that's what I'm expecting. But then you take a look over mid, and Chessie up against Supreme. How is this supposed to go for the Brewmaster?
I feel like Brew should do okay, but I mean, it gets to the point where he can't take Flame Guard off when he gets to like level 3, right? And there's 2 points in Flame Guard. So, I mean, Supreme should just be able to push out the wave and farm. Yeah, I still can't wait to see what the iron builds are. Especially from Brewmaster. Oh god, I'm excited. Zuko and Misery both get really low top.
Void bottom, Spirit up. In trouble, Shackle follows it up. God's Rebuke. Arrow with the kill on an ace.
Yeah, I mean, Spear into Shackle is so much lockdown. Crazy.
It is a long time to be locked down. It's a 2-second shackle duration. When you're speared to a tree, you're not gonna miss as the Windrunner. That's level 1, 3.6 seconds of lockdown.
Oh, so I see people in chat saying that the Brewmaster thing doesn't kill illusions anymore. Okay, it might not kill them, like straight up, but it does a lot of damage to them. So it pretty much kills them. Technicalities, right? I get it.
What, right? Stun and the kill up top on a Misery. Charlie gets that kill, can only try to save him with a Blood Right. 2 quick kills for Ninjas and Pajamas. Well, I say 2 quick kills, it's 3 minutes into the game. I'd be lying. I didn't mean to lie though.
I mean, the laning stage is really close again. It's not massively one-sided either way, which is what we've seen from, like... I feel for game 1 and 2, we had a pretty strong laning stage either way. Game 2, a little bit less so.
Going Boulder in, Boulder smash. Now Charlie, 2-second stun. We'll survive here, but it is not getting easy. Been very tough for this top lane, it seems, for Jibe and Misery.
Highlight eye. This is fine.
Low
I mean,
for a
Puck is a
second, but
naturally quick
A-OK.
hero.
Bloodseeker top, he's in trouble. Kill for Jibe. Or kill on the Jibe.
Yeah, and he's doing this thing where he skips Shadow Poison. They have so much damage between the two of these heroes. It's crazy.
Hugging at bottom. Kill after kill after kill after kill. Or nothing. We're doing okay mid, but the rest of the team, they're not keeping up as well. It's felt like Supreme has done well, I think, after getting pushed back into the jungle 2 times in a row.
Yeah, but I mean, that was the Visage thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's not because of him, specifically. That's just the hero Visage. That's just what it does. So... Supreme just gonna stack a camper as well, then. Okay. Charlie gets this really low top here. Doesn't have a salve either, so... We're just gonna be able to secure both the bounty runes. Side, have a look at it.
They've got the disruption.
Yeah, they
Throw the stun, blood right down, only a 1-second stun. And now the reality rift comes through. Misha chasing, no mana.
this is the problem when you play this Shadow Demon, like without the Shadow Poison. Well, even when you do get Shadow Poison, it's a very mana-intensive hero. Like Disruption costs 120, Soul Catcher scales with levels. So when you get to like this level 4, 5, you have to make sure you're constantly topping yourself up with mana.
Saberlight, Spear. Shackle follows this up. This is only a level 1 Shackle shot, but it should be enough to get the kill there on a pile of die. Saberlight loses his courier. Meanwhile, Misha, he goes down for the first kill for 5 men.
Yeah, they managed to get the Bloodseeker like 1 HP, but he healed off the Shadow Demon kill, so the CK couldn't finish him off. That was really nice.
Now Jibe top.
Yeah, I mean, Zibo's just going to get to like almost full HP again here. Just like existing in the lane and creeps dying around him. What a stupid hero. Jesus.
Boulder in. They've got the Brewmaster here. He's level 6. And trying to TP out. Gets stopped just before. They've got the Cyclone onto this Shadow Demon and the toss of the stone right on to this CK. So they get the kill onto Charlie. They look over the Shadow Demon. Blood right down again. Timed right. And another kill as Chessie comes up here and gets 2.
This is a sick rotation.
Mid. I die on the run. Nether Blast. Supreme. He needs to be a little bit careful. Remnant forward gets the kill on a pile. I die and he's able to escape.
That was awesome. Yeah. I mean, he gets away as well. That's the most important thing there because he knows he has the safety remnant back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, really well played by him. He doesn't have any HP or mana to work with though, which is a bit of a problem. But yeah, his Brewmaster rotation, do you remember us saying before that these first few splits need to be really good? And the first one's good because not only do they kill the CK and the Shadow Demon, it's with the Siege Creep, and now they're going to get a free tier 1 at like 7.5 minutes into the game, which is insane. Because Charlie used his TP before, right? Or somebody used their TP before, I can't remember who it was.
Putting some pressure on. Not really too much though. They've lost their tier 1 up in the top lane. This pushes Charlie back into the jungle. He's just hitting level 5. It's not going that well. Boulder smash. Misery has a roll. They've ruptured him and Chessie ends up dead though. Blood right down onto Charlie. He's low, but not low enough. And at the same time, Saberlight now on a killing spree as they take out Pylai, die in the bottom lane with the arena.
I don't know how they killed Chessie mid. I wasn't watching that at all, were you?
Nah, I was watching top.
Oh, man. Like, they used the arena to bot to kill Pylai die, I get that, but
Yeah.
I don't know whether it was just like max flame guard into wind range of power shot or something. Sorry, Observer, we're not very good. We don't always watch the feed.
I was
We
watching
bad.
both. But
I was up watching CK at the same time.
Radiant's bottom
Misery
tower
is
under
level
attack.
5.5 at 8.5 minutes into the game, by the way. Like, he's always level 6. He's going to get it off this wave. And it's going to free up the time so that Pugler can get his level 6.
Up top, they go for the Bloodseeker once again. Slight. Blood right down, Remnant forward. Jibbe looking very dead. Meets the meat. Kill the Bloodseeker.
Oh, I love that tool. That's so great. And mid lane
Boulder
deserves to get
Shackle
rolling.
doesn't connect. Though in a lot of trouble. Still just level 5. So a creep away from hitting that level 6 and doesn't even get it.
Yeah, I really don't understand why the Pugler was sat here mid. Like, just stealing the XP, because Underlord would have got level 6 off the wave.
Get Pylai die. Oh, he wanted that Chronosphere. Shackle came in as well as the disruption, and now he can't do anything.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's win, man.
This
It's
is pretty
trouble.
deep. We'll get the kill there on the Windrunner, but now the focus is going to be on
It's
the
about
Chessie
Brent.
when he's back to form. Got the Cyclone. There's the arena. Chessie in it. Missed the spear. Now the Chrono comes in on a 2, technically, because it hits the Brewmaster as well, but they get the kill to Saberlight. They look over at Supreme. Supreme, meanwhile, has got a Remnant to throw, and will rupture, or get ruptured, and move back and forth. Pulling Boulder in, magnetize over, disruption out. Now the chase is on Supreme. Chessie getting low. Boulder smash out onto both Supreme as well as Eric, but the focus fire is there to kill off this Brewmaster. Power shot lands and Misery's
I mean,
gone.
what is this
Eric.
dive?
Yeah, I don't know.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, yeah. I mean, they see the Ember just rolling it away. I think they just have to accept that they're not going to get him there. Like, and that's fine. It's okay. Don't just force the fight too hard. Because they could have just been hitting the mid tier 1 in the meantime, right? And now you don't have Chrono for the next little while. There's no split either. And I'd be very surprised if NiP didn't try and punish that. You see Charlie already pushing this bot tier 1 without being under any threat, to be honest. And he is going Midas on the CK, which is, yeah, pretty standard.
Disruption. Now they've got the Searing Chains out on Chessie. He's taking a lot of damage. Bloodray comes down to try and kill Supreme. Remnant away. Saberlight here. Rupture.
And Supreme's out.
Attention on a Saberlight. Yeah, Supreme's gone.
And this is 5 heroes mid. Like, they see Supreme at the moment because of the thirst, but they just don't... Yeah, they don't have the jump.
Dire's middle
Splits up
tower
again in
is
20
under
seconds, though,
attack.
and Charlie did take the bot tier 1.
So CK, Midas, Armlet, up 1,000 golds. Mills next for the Ember. Where's Brew going? BKB first.
Wow. Okay. So they really want to hit a timing in the mid game, huh? They're going to have like Greaves or Mech on, at least on the Bloodseeker as well. But what I don't understand is, this Void obviously does really well if it gets to the late game, right? But my problem is this Brewmaster and the Bloodseeker don't scale anywhere near as well as the Void do. So like in the ultra late game, or like at least late game, they have 3 cores that scale relatively well in the Mars, the Ember, and the CK against the Void. Like this Brewmaster doesn't scale in the same way, so when do Pipemen feel like they want to win the game?
Is under attack.
Like, do they feel they can win the game early and they can play off this BKB timing on Chessie? Or do they want to keep scaling?
Is under attack.
I don't know what the answer is.
Dagger picked up for the Mars. Now they'll have the Blink Arena. That's a relatively quick blink here for Saberlight.
Nice. He's done pretty well. Roll from Misery mid just misses. Yeah, so what can they get done with the blink, though? That's the question, right? Like, can they kill mid here before the tier 1 dies, potentially?
Potentially, they force the primal split. Early from Chessie, we'll see if it turns into anything. Water right down, gets the arena out beforehand. So now Misha's able to walk out of the arena. The only one who could follow is this Earth Panda who's on the run. They'll take the tier 1 tower.
Charlie?
Go for Charlie. They get the kill on a pile, I die, but can they get much more? Supreme right in front of them. Sleight of fist, searing chains on a misery. Spear doesn't land on anything. They've used the drums, they'll roll, they'll hit the Ember. Look for the blood right ace. He's got Chrono. I just don't know if he thinks he has the damage.
Change up in a couple of seconds when time dilation runs out, but they did lose their tier 1, which is big there, but again, like, they use split and they don't really achieve anything with it on 5 men, so I'm going to be a little bit worried about that.
Look at the goal that Arrow had.
Yeah, they were the Chads. I don't know. Not this MKB rush stuff.
They were the Chads? Damn.
The Meteor Hammer, like Shackle Shot to Meteor Hammer is such a stylish play, you know?
It is.
It looks
fair.
cool. They're wrapping around here with Sableye. I mean, he has Blink, but he doesn't have the arena up, so...
Could land a spear, potentially.
Yeah, they want to find Jibbe, I think, and they are going to see him here.
Radiant are scanning.
They ping out where they think they're going to be standing. Yeah, so Jibbe just goes up to the high ground.
Radiant structures.
You know what, this tier 1 drop, but it looks like they're just going to allow it to take this kind of damage, and they do eventually glitch, but I'm not sure that it was really worth too much to save this tier 1 to mid
Dire's
lane.
top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Bounty.
Just gonna let it go. Wow.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I guess they don't feel confident in taking the fight without split. They have Chrono up, but Void without BKB dies so quickly this game.
Dude, I don't think he was confident in the damage too, because they had singled out Supreme.
And he didn't commit the Chrono. Felt hesitant, you know?
Get you.
Really trying to stop saying that. It's so hard.
Top lane here, they're going to possibly make a play on here. You see the quelling blade from Chessie to wrap around the back. This is cool.
They're on. Oh! The reaction, the arena, the Chrono! But you get nothing.
There's the snipe.
They got the save, they have themselves the disruption. Now the primal split is used. Sleight of fist, searing chains coming through into the Pugna. The damage, Supreme needs to be careful. Life drain and kick it to the remnant. It's not done running. Oh dear. Time walk forward, Misha out of the blood right, but he's stunned up. Primal split back to form. They'll get the kill onto this Shadow Demon.
And there's the mech as well to keep them all topped up.
And
I think they can keep going.
They got the shackle on it. I thought too, but I guess they missed it. Saberlight, he'll be saved. Disruption there to save him. Power shot hits on a Chessie. Saberlight low. Eventually he'll fall to the Magnetize of Misery. And they can't do anything on Ninjas in Pajamas, and all of a sudden 5 men, they're pressuring your top tier 2. That mech doing a lot.
Yeah, I mean, really great Chrono from Ace there because they use the arena, but they effectively can't get anything from it. If they'd have killed the Brewmaster before the Chrono comes up, then it would have been completely different because then the split doesn't go off, etc., etc. So, yeah, great team fighting there by 5 men. And I mean, I think that's the first time they've had the gold lead in a little while. Yeah, like all game. I think he has yours on Misery now on the earth, which is really nice. And obviously set up for that silence. Out for the roll.
Is this the game we see Brew go level 25 and get the Divine Rapier?
Yeah, it's going to be like the general one.
That was us together, right?
Yeah, it was.
That was insane.
Oh, Piloto. I mean, Piloto is such an easy kill this game. He does have 1,500 gold, though, to be fair. Half his net worth he hasn't spent in items, which is quite funny. So I don't know whether he goes for the Aether Lens first. Maybe he feels like he needs a 4-star this game. Might be quite nice. The Glimmer Cape's always going to be good.
Shout to him going Aether Lens, still going for the MKB on the Windrunner. Era. He's got enough for the Blitz Knuckles as well as the Recipe. Just needs enough gold for the team edge, so he's 2,000 from that.
Ace.
Just got the high ground, they've got the arena as well as the spear out on Ace. Look at the damage off the Void. Not this yet. Disruption's there, and Ace is able to time walk out. Nisha, I think, saved Ace's life. They get the
and now we have no remnants from Ember.
Now, yeah, Supreme. He tries to TP out, but they've got the stone to toss at him. They'll get the kill. Nisha saves Ace, and now they're going to lose 3.
That wasn't really a save though, so basically what happens there is he knows that they don't have the damage to kill the Void before he's going to get Time Walk off. So what he's doing is he's trying to disrupt it in the hope that somebody on his team is going to have some follow-up damage for instantly out of the disruption. It was really close, but they weren't going to have enough.
You don't think so? I can't calculate that like that.
I'm 100% sure.
Okay.
So it looks really stupid, but at the same time it's the only way they can look like 100 to 0 the Void.
Fair enough. Saberlight. TP's down bottom. He's going into the Vlad's next.
I like this Crimson Guard that Zibo is going for on the Bloodseeker. I think this is really good. It's going to help massively against Wind Ranger, against all the CK illusions and things as well.
He has that tank mark. He almost has that BKB.
Radiant are
This Wind Ranger's so far.
Bye.
I mean, I see that. She's not really. She's just all her net worth is in one item soon, you know? And it's such a crazy item on this hero.
By the way, he went off the BKB first for Chessie and he's going Radiance.
Yeah, I think that's better. I think he needs an item that allows him to scale at least a little bit. Because otherwise, so what's going to happen is this thing that we talked about, that they don't scale well at all on the Brewmaster and the Bloodseeker then.
Arena. Nice power shot from Era.
Why?
Good night.
Biodive's gone Holy Locket.
Best item in the game.
So, you know what? It amplifies healing by 35%.
Huh?
Which, on Pogner, you know, when you're playing this position 5 isn't awful. I just feel I felt like he'd want some kind of defensive item, whether it was a Force or a Glimmer first. They see Supreme top there, by the way. With the Yules, they might look to set up for a kill. What? Oh no, Chesney. You can't show like that in the lane. Like, the Misery has to be the one that goes in first with the roll.
Bottom. They've found the Bloodseeker. They've got the Spear of the Gods Rebuke to kill. Jue ends up dead. Another one finishes in pajamas.
Yeah, and this CK has BKB now. He's really strong.
What's the next move for CK?
I think, I think they just look to try and take this tier 2 bot, at least get some decent damage on it. Because they don't have a arena anymore, but they still have Phantasm. And he has BKBs. So, if you look at Radiant's lineup, like, what scares him apart from Chrono when BKB's on? Like, how do they kill him in Chrono? Through.
Top, moving it down. Gets the primal split off entry in with the magnetized silence out on the 3. Chessie able to escape inside of his searing chains. Yules out on a Misery and got the kill. They'll take out the Earth Spirit. They'll look for the Brewmaster. Pile Eyes right here. Crossing on the back line.
Really?
On a 3, but Ace can't do anything more with that. BKB's been popped. He tries to turn this around, and with BKB popping the time walk away, he kind of just chronos and...
This is a free rush, right?
Yeah.
Surely. You just head in if you're... Yeah. Supreme's going for more here.
Fist searing chains with the remnant over. Now they've got the clumsy net. Spear connects onto the tree. Pile Die trying to keep him alive, but it's not enough. And now they look over at Pile Die. They'll kill him as well.
I think you just go rush. Seems really good. You need to Midas, CK. You need to Midas. It's all about the Midas. Oh, what a play for me.
Creeps over. Look at that delivery.
you sign this guy up permanently right now.
I mean, it is COVID, so, you know, you get those home deliveries these days.
That's true.
And that one, perfect delivery system. Really
I mean,
well done.
what's that chrono, though, before on the high ground?
No.
He instantly chronoed, and then he was like, I don't think I should have done that. He just walked away.
It's time to go. Arena down once again. Jules, Misery. Trying to roll out, but right in front of him is Supreme, so no Optimus Prime rollout for Misery. Another 3-second stun on a Pile Die. Shackle in, Phantasm used, and the Blood Rate's down, but it's not going to matter. And they've got the Radiance finished off on the Brewmaster, but Ninjas of Pajamas are really starting to take over this game.
Oh my goodness.
Really trying to take over this game. Up about 4K.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's finished. Era.
I know technically it's only a 4K advantage at the moment, but I feel like it's much more for NiP in terms of like the
Radiant's
influence on the
top
game with the
tower
heroes that they
is
have.
under
Is under attack.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They've got a tier 1 down. They've got the Aegis. They're going into an AC. Charlie's going to farm this up pretty quick. And he's got this BKB. It's 9 seconds. Like, he's rolling at the moment. And they're going to try and smoke him, come from behind. But can they do this?
They have the Radiance ready as well, so at least this, you know, CK if he does come with the illusions.
Supreme breaks the smoke on Ace.
Oh.
There's just a Remnant back. Rupture onto Supreme. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, Remnants away. And now Pile Die is here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just slowly. And now he gets a regen rune as well, so he's just absolutely fine. A lot of time to be alive.
Pile Die was there, but it's not like he could do anything about him leaving.
Bounty.
Misha. The Aether Lens, like we were talking about before. And just a couple hundred gold away from the AC.
Radiant's
So tier 2 tower, Charlie pushes this as they're going to fight over mid. They've got the disruption out on the Earth Spirit. Misery on the run. Chessie uses that primal split. Will chase after these heroes on the side of Ninjas of Pajamas. The roller motor coming in from Misery. They need to get something out of this. Time Walk is down for 4 more seconds. Comes right into their hands. But the arena is there. The BKB is used. Saberlight trying to leave. He gets bashed up once. Now time dilation out. Ace, he doesn't have a lot left on his BKB, but they get the Chronosphere on the 2. They'll take out the Saberlight. They look over at Misha. Here comes CK. Here comes Terra too. Era's doing a lot of damage with that MKB. Charlie doing what he can with the BKB as well as the Magnetize, and he just TPs away. Wow. Won't commit to this, and Era's still trying to get as much damage as he can, but he's got the heal from Pile Die on the Ace. So Era on the run, has the Wind Run, Blood Right down, Time Walk again from Ace. Stay with this Windrunner and eventually finish him off. I'm surprised the jumps get nothing.
Yeah, this Pocket's doing so much work in fights. They have to find a way of killing him off on there. Because Pana's just sat in the back line, just healing people up constantly. So it doesn't matter who you go on, they're just constantly going to be like almost full HP because of this life drain now, which is also level 2. So, yeah, pretty crazy. I'll also say that I really liked what Saberlight did there. Like, he was holding the high ground, which was nice, and he instantly turned around, tried to get the spear off onto the void, but Ace got BKB off just in time to stop him like from being hit by the spear or damaged by the arena or whatever.
Crimson
So they get 3 kills, but they use Split and Chrono.
Dire's bottom tower
You know,
is under attack.
the trade-off.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Saberlight Scream. Just farming up top. What are they? BKB, Supreme going for the Radiance.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Radiance for the Ember. Is that worth?
It's okay. I don't know if it's the right. I mean, he has BK, he's really survivable, but he is lacking like damage, right? So it depends whether he wants to go for like physical damage or like magic damage, whatever. Radiance is kind of like in the middle. because obviously the raw right-click damage from the 60 damage on the relic works in, you know, all the heroes you hit with Slight Fist as well.
Smoked up, working mid. Jimmy spotted. 4 seconds stun. That is unfortunate. So he gets speared too.
Yeah. I mean, you see how much damage that Soul Catcher does though, it's ridiculous. Just loses like 35% of his HP straight up. And so they lose the Aegis. They know Chrono isn't up still, so
Radiant structures
they're
are
fine.
fortified.
Warming up towards top, double damage pop, going for the BKB, not too far away for that. On the Brewmaster. Pick up heals, bottom, highlight dot. Jeez.
Yeah, big kill as well, because we've talked about how important highlight die is in these fights. So this might be, you see Charlie just starts running mid again, because he knows with the Puck and the Dead, they're missing a big part, like component of their lineup.
I know, even Phantasm off that.
One thing you'll notice Charlie's doing really well is that he's waiting for the split to end before he uses his Phantasm and like enters the fight. Because otherwise what happens is like what we talked about before with the Brew, like Wind Panda just like doing so much damage to the illusions.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm also really interested to see what talents Brew takes at 20 and 25 if we get that far. Like if he wants to go for this primal split units, these talents, or if he just goes for the raw right-click build with the attack speed and the... Yeah, I think he has to scale. Otherwise they're going to really fall off a cliff in terms of their damage.
Yeah, that's going to be the attack speed and damage. Rupture used, but onto an illusion. CK finds Jibbe once again, 3 seconds stun. Soul Catcher, and he's in trouble, but gets kicked away. So he survives. Blood Rights down. Chrono out on the bars. They look over to the side as they get the kill on Misery, but they end up losing Saberlight. BKB was caught by the Brew. He's running after this CK, seeing if they can get the control here. Blood Right down once again. Body blocks from the Bloodseeker to keep him in the Blood Right. Charlie dies. Rolling Boulder hits on Amisha. Jibbe moving forward. They'll find the focus out on Amisha. See if they can just finish him off. And yeah, Boulder Smash, there's the kill. And on the other side of the fight, we see Era fall to Ace. Very big fight for 5 minutes.
Yeah, these arenas aren't achieving anything. They need to, I think, stop using the arena and just go for the Blink Spears before the BKBs come off. Otherwise what happens is you see like Ace just pops his BKB, like Chessie just pops his BKB as well. Also Saberlight on the Mars got his BKB delivered mid-fight, but by the time he got it and popped it, he got chronoed at the same time, so still just dies anyway. Like, yes, the arena's really important, I get it, but I think getting the spear off is almost always more important.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And it just gives them that split second more to get their BKBs off on the Radiant.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Now this Brewmaster scaling with the Radiant's BKB, with this Imp Claw as well. He took the attack speed talent, going AC. He's actually going to right click now. I'm really glad he made this transition. From like, instead of going BKB first time.
So now it's got to be AC Divine Rapier.
Yeah.
No joke.
And like we said before, the Void is now the strongest hero on the map, I think. Even though CK's ahead in net worth, like the Void's hit this point in his game where he has BKB, MKB, Mask of Madness, which is like the 3 core items I think on Void at the moment.
Void might be the strong... I don't know. I think Bruce... the strongest in the moment. He can right click really hard, and in a couple of levels, he's going to right click even harder.
Okay, let me put it to you this way: which one's more important to them? If you had to choose one of them to die before they got anything off, which one would you choose?
I think Brew.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I think Void's like the strongest hero on the map, right? Because I think if the Brewmaster dies, it means less than if the Void dies, because I think they need the Chrono more than the Brewmaster.
It's close, though. I will say that.
It's close. You're right. It is close. He has an arcane rune here.
Even game, 33 minutes in. Excitement arising. They're going to smoke. And are they looking to long wrap here?
Yeah, I think they're worried about running into high ground, so like you can see that they're kind of just They want to keep it on the flat vision so they have the vision advantage if they bump into somebody. Or at least not a disadvantage.
Radiant are scanning.
Scanning for enemies.
Well, firemen go the opposite direction. They smoke and go the other way.
I love how these like double smokes. It's either it's 50-50, right? They either just completely miss each other, or it's like a head, like a full-on head smash. We got the wrong one, unfortunately. Never mind. They're gonna smoke again on Dire.
Oh, Dire going double smoke.
3 smoke. Let's see if Saber like goes for just the blink spear this time as well.
Maybe with this smoke they can get themselves the lucky strike.
Chibe's not the guy they want to find first.
Dire's top tower
Dire's
is
top
under
tower
attack.
is under attack.
Remnant back still, thinking about going up. They're on the high ground, and the side of Fireman, they're on the low ground. Time walk back from Ace.
They're gonna just grow into Roche on the CK though. Whoa, if he sneaks this is crazy.
There's no reason he should be allowed to.
But there's no reason he should be in there.
This is gonna get close. They need to make a move.
No way.
Just allow the blood right.
Oh, they
That
see him.
spots
They see
it.
him.
Now they need to move in, but it's way too late. Aegis is already picked up.
He has no Phantasm though on the CK, so he might be in a bit of trouble here. He has the BKB.
Charlie, primal split, blood right down. Cloudy Rift hits onto Misery. Now they look over as the arena is in. They've got the spear that hits on the pile. I die. They get the kill on the Pugna. They look over as Ace continuing to try and walk in. Chrono used. This hits Era. They'll take out the Windrunner. They fought back on the Pugna, and now they look over to CK. CK still has this Aegis, and they get the kill on the Misery. Highback's coming in, but you're without the Earth Spirit. Aegis down, Brewmaster trying to fight. Chessie right-clicking. What can he do? Not much. Supreme takes out Chessie. He's gone for 77 seconds without buyback.
Dire's structures
Yeah, and Misery
are
bought back
fortified.
before as well, so his is still on cooldown as well. So they know that Misery definitely doesn't have buyback.
For the twin.
So they might, and because they didn't have Phantasm for that whole fight, they used it for the Roche. It's now back up again as well, so they can use it for a push here. There's no Chrono up either. I think this is probably a set of racks, I'd say, at least. Because there's no tier 2 bot either, remember, so it could be 2 sets.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Tower is
attack.
under attack.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Fortified.
Blood right down.
Oh, repair kit.
Hair kit.
Oh my god, I hate this item. Oh.
I thought with the way they were taking out neutralizers, this would be the next one to go.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, I was hoping so. This tower is going to fall though, and now they can move on to the racks. There's no repair kit with the cooldown that it has.
Radiant's
Yeah, I think you just go
middle tower
bar.
is under attack.
You go by.
Radiant's
Just go
middle
force, man. I'm always asking for the next step.
So they're happy with just getting one lane of racks, which is fair enough. Okay.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Look at Simisha denying the wards at the moment as well that he put down. Because he knows they're going to check for high ground vision there, so he doesn't want to give them the gold. He denies it. So they get the set of racks worth putting down.
I wanted to see the Brewmaster 25, but he's still far away from it. Silver Edge picked up for the CK. He's going Satanic next. Princess Knife,
Princess Knife.
Minotaur Horde.
Yeah, it's a really good
Prism.
ring. Oh my god. Okay. Cool.
What are you giving the
Spell Prism for the
to?
Ember, Princess Knife for the Wind Ranger. Hell yeah, the Dire.
Gosh.
I mean, NiP are loving life with this. And he CKs all with Destruction, so he doesn't even really care about definitely getting a tier 4 item. They pick up a gem on Saberlight as well. It's going to be coming out in the courier now.
Radiant are scattered.
Still net worth-wise even, but you could see just the CK was able to do so much in those fights.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Ace up in that top like jungle fight before. He really wanted to chrono the CK, but he's like, well, they got an Aegis. Like,
Not worth it.
it's not worth it for me to chrono him here because he's just going to come up and I'll have no chrono to kill him the second time, right?
The
leveler for this. Okay. Okay.
I have Orb of Destruction. I don't need tier 4 items.
Illusionist cape for the Brewmaster's really good because he has Radiance as well, but he actually sends it back. Okay, interesting.
Says guy who's mistaken 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
They're coming around with
Smoke's
the
up.
smoke. They're trying to fight Ace. And he looks over at Charlie. Can't make a decision. Again, it's that indecisiveness. They'll throw the stun over at Ace. He'll pop the BKB. They go after single, and he'll BKB and TP out. Time walk. The Chrono. It's on the BKB and CK. They go into the primal split. They don't have the damage to kill off Charlie. And now he's going to start to try and turn this. Side of Fist Searing Chains. They've got the Wind Panda coming through. CK save disruption out. They get the kill finally onto Charlie. They've got the Magnetize down onto the Windrunner. Down goes Arrow. They don't have buyback on any of these heroes. They look for Supreme. The bashes are crazy. And another one. Oh my god, 100% bash.
Look how much easier the fights are for 5 men as soon as CK doesn't have Aegis, right? They can just Chrono every single fight. Like we said before, Void's still the strongest hero on the map when he has Chrono as well. So, really nice fight. 5 men, and this should be a lane of Rax back the other way. Like, at least, again. I don't think they have repair kit on Dire either, do they? No. They don't have that luxury, unfortunately.
Not an easy decision, honestly. Spear hits onto the Void. He's stuck to the tower for just a second. But now they're back onto the tier 3. They can actually go top, right? They have the opening, whereas Ninjas in Pajamas didn't.
Dire's middle barracks.
NiP only didn't because there was a repair kit from the Radiant before that slowed them down.
But they also have the tier 2 sneaks.
Well, no. Oh, the tier 2 pot wasn't there. I thought it was. I'm an idiot. Yikes.
Dire's top barracks.
What an idiot caster, actually.
Oh,
1 out of 10.
time off forward, going for Misha's little Saberlight. Rolling Boulder hits. Boulder's way. Oh, misery! Can he get out? Arena, BK. Oh, okay.
But they're losing their tier 4s. I think they have to get out, though. Oh my god, I'm actually an idiot. I can't believe it. I was so... I love how it's taken me so long as well to realize. Oh, that's amazing.
Forgive. Forget and forgive. Bloodray down. Now the Rupture. Supreme going to try and chase. Shackle doesn't land anything. They've got the Focus Fire out on Jibe. They'll get the kill onto the Bloodseeker. Take him out for 80 seconds.
Time is money.
You know what? Sometimes it happens. It's been a long day. Right?
It has been 10 hours, man. It's a long one.
If you've been with us in Twitch chat for 10 hours...
You knew that the tier 2 is still standing?
You thought it was dead as well. That's
Come
fine.
on.
I know. Don't lie.
And if you knew it was down, you're sus. Calling an emergency meeting.
I'm an imposter. Sorry, guys. CK's level 25 now, so he has the plus 10% Chaos Strike chance. Up to 40% now. Lots and lots of damage.
Man.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Up
attack.
10k. This game is back and forth again. I love it. Forgo the Abyssal Brew. Just the Divine Rapier. I know you're up by a lot, though, so don't do that.
Yeah, he wants his level 25, though. You saw he just ate the time there. Or, I mean, 8 probably isn't the right word, but...
Reading, eating, it's the same thing.
I mean, you could eat a book. Sure. Why not?
Backtrack now for Ace. CK that level 25. He's got the Chaos Strike chance.
Oh,
So it's
Backtrack versus Chaos Strike, the RNG war. Dude, that's so exciting.
I hope everybody's doing prayers for RNGesus.
This is a really close game 3 as well. Misery.
Boulder coming in. They've got the Boulder smashed out. Now they look over at Supreme. Charlie's here. Chrono down. Oh my god. Charlie was almost in that, but he gets the break as well as the sun out onto the Bloodseeker. They go after Jimmy. They got the kill on the Supreme. Buys back. Spear ends up missing from Saberlight to pop the BKB. They still go after Jimmy. They found the damage, but no! Highlight Eye keeping him alive! Rupture
goes out. The silence is down onto the Shadow Demon. Rolling Boulder in on it from Misery. Magnetize takes out Misha. Spear hits on an ace, but they've lost Arrow. They've lost Misha. And now they're going to lose the rest. CK goes down. Charlie dead. 100 seconds buyback. Jibe on the run. BKB, Supreme, and Saberlight. They'll get the kill, but you just walk back on Saberlight and you blinked in. Time walk past him. They don't even care about him. They're going to go for Supreme instead. They've got life drain on him. They'll get the kill. He's dead for 2 minutes. Time walk forward. They go after the Ember. Take Supreme out as well. He's gone for 2 minutes.
Misery's just in. He's trying to enter the fountain again. He's trying really hard.
Kaiser feels comfortable in your fountain. You mind if I hang out?
And do you remember, they started taking the tip towards the force, so they're already low. They know that
Sarah and Charlie stand, but they kill the Brewmaster. Pulled him in and stunned him.
They're just taking turns running into the fountain.
Okay, now they got the Shadow.
I want to be the imposter. God.
Jimmy got a haste. He's back into the fight. 80 seconds till they've got the Mars as well as the Ember. Time dilation by Ace. Misery going in pretty deep. The damage being taken is way too much. Disruption used. Rupture down. Now can they keep themselves Charlie alive? They'll use the Phantasm. Right clicks coming through, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. The time walk out from Ace. Charlie trying to survive. Under him is the blood right. It doesn't matter. He goes down for 2 minutes. It looks like 5 men have done it. They just have to go up against Era and Shadow Demon Misha, but the Ancient is exposed, and this is looking like the end. The time walk forward. They've got the stun out on the Era. They're getting the kill. 4 heroes gone, and now their focus is on to Misha. They'll look for the full team wipe, and after the disruption is over, they'll get the kill. They'll buy back trying to hold, but it is impossible. 5 men against all odds have taken the series, and they will qualify for the main event. Ninjas in Pajamas blow 2 chances today.
Wow.